of nobleness, like stars, shall shine upon all deservers.
I'm Sarah Stoker with CalTV Entertainment in the basement of the Cesar Chavez Student Center, home of Bear Stage Productions, which is UC Berkeley's longest-running student-run theater company. And they are producing Macbeth, which opens at the end of this week. Let's go check it out. I'm with Alexander Pruka, who plays Macduff. And so, if Macduff had a dance move, what would it be?
I would probably have to go with the Charleston. I think Macduff is kind of an old-timey kind of dude. You know, he's got like these family values.
And so if you're in theater, you know the tradition that you're not supposed to say the word Macbeth when you're in a theater unless you're doing Macbeth. So do you guys have any traditions in this play that you like to talk about a little bit?
Well, one thing is that there's a lot of glitter in our show. Yes, glitter. And whoever is the latest to rehearsal has the duty of sweeping up the glitter.
And where did you get the inspiration to work with glitter or like work without a time period in mind necessarily?
Things that are shiny and sparkly sort of attract my attention, so I figured I'd attract everyone's attention if they were in glitter.
How would Lady Macbeth deal with her anger issues?
How would she deal with her anger issues? I don't know if it's so much anger as need to manipulate. And so I feel like she'd have to be a CEO of a company or something in order to just like get it all out and be in charge.
How is making out with Lady Macbeth?
Well, it's been, I guess, one of the fun parts. She's made herself quite accessible in that way, and in a good way, she's very confident with everything she does.
If Macbeth was listening to an artist right now, like what would be on his playlist on his iPod?
Well, as he's Scottish, he'll probably be going for all those bagpipes and stuff, but I think it would be more the drinking around it that would be more important for the atmosphere and everything, so there'd be a lot of scotch and beer and stuff involved.
I'm Sarah Stoker with CalTV Entertainment. Thanks so much for joining us, and make sure you check out Macbeth, which opens on March 7th and closes on March 16th. Thanks again. Have a good night.
Should be fun. Come and watch it.
God save the king!
You're probably wondering why I've gathered you here today.
Not really.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty obvious.
It's the heist thing, right? From Craigslist?
Yes, it's for the heist. I've chosen each of you because you have a special set of skills. Skills that will make you valuable members of this elite
Hey, are you guys here for the heist?
Oh my gosh, Charlie!
Oh my god, Sophie?
No way, you guys know each other?
Yeah, we used to heist together back in the day.
Small world.
Anyways, the heist. Each of you was specially selected from a number of highly trained specialists in your field. Is there a problem?
Oh, no problem.
Nothing you'd like to share with the rest of us?
No, continue, please.
Okay, I'll just move on to the actual logistics of the operation. As you can see here, the target is located on the south side of the campus.
I'm sorry, is that thing called Operation Titanium Thunder Falcon?
Yes, that's the name of the operation.
I just personally think we don't really have a lot of heists going on at the moment, so we don't really need such a complex name.
I just put it in my planner as Dave's thing.
Let's just move on. John, you'll be the lookout. Charlie, you're the muscle. You'll be moving this thing once we break it out. Sophie, you're backup. If anything goes wrong, I mean anything, I'm gonna sound my harmonica twice, and you're gonna need to step in. You are authorized to use lethal force if necessary.
And what are you gonna do?
I'm the hacker.
A hacker? I mean, do we really need a hacker? I feel like this thing is like pretty straightforward.
Yes, I'm the hacker.
I just think if you could maybe consolidate your role with the rest of us and then...
Please don't question this. We're meeting at 0500 hours. Out. All right.
Okay, hold on. Did you just ignore a call from your mom?
We're kind of in the middle of something. Now, we're gonna...
that woman raised you, and you don't even have the decency to answer her phone call.
I will call her later when we're done. Now, positions, everyone. Let's go. As you can see the numbers on this lock. If I reverse engineer most of the common patterns, I can use an algorithm to determine the different locations.
I did it! I got the bike! Yeah, I just cut the chain. It was super easy.
Oh, you're a rock star. I love being a thief.
Guys, come on. We'll discuss this later. Let's go. Nice.
For 24-year-old Maximus Taylor, dumpster diving was a way of life. And he didn't just do it for food, he did it to make a statement about food sustainability.
September of my freshman year, someone from class was like, "Hey Max, do you wanna go dumpster diving?" And so we drove out to the Odwalla Distribution Center, a huge dumpster, the dumpster the size of a bus. And I remember jumping in, and in about 10 minutes we pulled out probably $1,500 worth of juice. It was mind-boggling.
What started as a fun evening in college led to one of Maximus' passions.
The first couple of years that I was dumpstering, it was mostly a social thing. It was something fun and a little bit different or radical to do with friends over the weekend. And it took me a while to sort of get a hang for it, and also just get a feeling for the diversity of dumpsters that were in the Boston metropolitan area, to sort of realize that I could get everything that I needed to eat out of the dumpster and eat better than most people.
Maximus not only focused on acquiring the food, but also on sharing it with others.
The entirety of human evolution, minus the past 200 years, all of human life has been revolving around the acquiring and processing and preparing and sharing of food with one another. I mean, that's what life was. And so everybody had this deep, intimate relationship with the food that they were eating, because they were producing it. And now most of our society is not involved in the production of food, and so we get alienated from it.
For Maximus, preparing food from scratch is very important. That's why he cooks almost all of his meals from what he finds in his garden.
The way that cookbooks are set up is they sort of imply consumerism. They compel you, go out to the store, buy X, Y, and Z, and then you can come back and measure them out in these specific quantities, and then you'll have your perfect dish, right? But that's not the way that we need to be thinking about food. Food is a process.
However, he views food as not only an agricultural issue, but a political one as well.
The food production has been outsourced. It's been specialized to, particular farmers out in the middle of the Central Valley. One person is in charge of 10,000 acres or something like that. And those farms are necessary, but it's also necessary that everybody in the world has an understanding that food comes out of the dirt.
From dumpster diving to food activism, Maximus's passion has driven him to publish a book, A Curious Harvest, where he cooks healthy meals with minimal ingredients.
What this book tries to encourage is, instead of asking, what do I want, you say, what do I have? Right? And you look in your fridge and you say, oh, I've got some cabbage, and I've got some pasta, and I've got some tomatoes. Okay, I'm gonna make this dish, right? And so you know what you have, and you have an idea in your mind of all the different things that you can do with what you have available and what goes well with what, and then you can prepare it. And so it's not a recipe book, it's more like a cooking algorithm or a cooking philosophy. It's a way of understanding what your food is and how it relates to your body.
While most of us see the value of our food in terms of money, Maximus Taylor has learned to grasp the real value of food.
It's Valentine's Day, and your boyfriend or girlfriend is incredibly special. So this holiday, show your significant other just how much they mean to you with a shitty homemade coupon book. Do you not know your girlfriend well enough to guess what she would like? Did you wait too long to order the thing your boyfriend really wanted online, and now it won't get here until March? Did you just forget about the holiday entirely? Then the shitty homemade coupon book is perfect for you. with such features as 1 free hug
Do these normally cost money?
and 1 poem written about you.
Oh, wow.
The Shitty Homemade Coupon Book is sure to make your special someone think long and hard about your relationship.
Why does this coupon for 1 free kiss have an expiration date?
Your partner will be thrilled with these generic, unpersonalized, and awkward to cash coupons for things you already do anyway. So heat things up with the Shitty Homemade Coupon Book.
That's not a real gift.
What do you mean this isn't a real gift?
I bought you a laptop.
I put a lot of work into this. Oh, real mature, Megan.
You're just like your father.
The Shitty Homemade Coupon Book. Because at this point, it's probably too late for anything else.
Hey Cal fans, we can't stop and we won't stop. This is CalTV and I'm Taylor James.
I'm Grace Lear and we're going back and forth about the undefeated #1 Cal men's soccer team.
This past weekend, the men's soccer team continued their undefeated streak with a 3-1 win over Oregon State on Thursday and a 1-1 double overtime tie against Washington.
This time last year, the men's record was 6-4-0. It's nothing compared to their 7-0-2 record right now, and they're #1 in the country. So what do you think is so different about this team, Taylor?
You know, I think this year there isn't much of a difference. The roster is similar to what it has been in the past, and they have a lot of juniors and seniors continuing to start. I think it's the mindset of the team that's really changed. A lot of the seniors are known to have wanted to go pro or to the pro combine, and that kind of energy is really contagious, and that's really helping the team build off of what is such a successful season this year.
Yeah.
Grace, I keep hearing this as a young team. What do you think that means?
Well, when people are saying young, they mean more about the experience rather than the age of these players. The starting lineup consists of juniors and seniors, so yes, they're older players, but are they experienced? Not so much. In the past, they haven't gotten as many minutes in a Division I, Pac-12 intense game like this. However, they're doing very well, so I don't think there needs to be any change to the lineup. So what happened in the Oregon State game this weekend?
Well, this weekend, the men beat Oregon State 3-1, with the goal scorers Amit Jalali, Stefano Bonobo, and Steven Birnbaum. Steven Birnbaum has had 6 goals this year, and as a defender, that's crazy. What do you think about that, Grace?
Yeah, it's remarkable. Steven Birnbaum, he's a senior, captain, leading goal scorer right now, with most of those goals headers off of corner kicks, free kicks, you name it, he's going to get that ball in the net.
And what do you think about the battle with Washington this weekend?
So the boys tied 1-1 against Washington. It was a battle. The Bears had many chances, as did Washington. The game ended with a 1-1 tie after 2 overtimes. But hey, the Bears are still going strong, they're still undefeated, and they're #1 in the country.
I think the captains, Alex Sunley, Steven Birnbaum, and Seth Kasipley have done an amazing job leading the team this year. Make sure you come out and watch them continue their undefeated streak in Edwards Stadium.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and like us on Facebook. This is CalTV, and join us next week for another episode of Back and Forth.
Big things come in small packages is certainly the phrase to describe Dash, a robot created by Cal alumni. Small, nimble, and colorful, Dash can function both as a toy and a life-saving device.
We wanted to build a robot that was accessible to everyone. So a lot of robots these days cost hundreds of dollars, and we're shooting for a $49 price point, something that almost everyone can afford.
The robot's actually made out of a sandwich of cardboard and nylon. So the nylon is what actually acts as the hinge for the robot, and the nylon is extremely durable.
If you think this robot looks like a cockroach, that's no coincidence.
It was originally designed with the help of biologists here at Cal as well, and so the way it runs, the stiffness of its legs, and the gait that it uses are all directly inspired by animals.
In addition to its design and easy assembly, Dash is unique because it can be programmed to perform different tasks using a smartphone app. Although Dash is primarily marketed as a children's toy, the robot has other applications as well.
But there's other potential uses, like if you have, say, a building that's collapsed due to earthquake, you could send robots like this in there that can fit into small spaces, potentially find people and radio back their location, saving lives.
Dash Robotics is an example of how innovation meets success here in the Silicon Valley.
If you're working on something and you think you can form a company about it, how in Berkeley the resources now exist for you to be able to realize that.
Big Frida coming one more time. 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 Excuse, I don't mean to be rude, but give me that mic, let me do what I do. Excuse, I don't mean to be rude, but give me that mic, let Frida come through.
One time, it's your boy DJ Spin Check Life, we live, Rebel Music Academy, 10-15 Fullerton, it's going down, United States and base, let's go.
Bust it, girl, to suck it, might as well.
So can you explain a little bit about your style of music? What is juke music? What's that?
Well, it's a style from Chicago. I've been producing for like 18 years now, mid-90s. It's like a fast, up-tempo beat, 160 beats per minute. Basically, like, if you're gonna say juke, like juking is like the pumping music, like the dance flow shit. And then footwork music is the fucking battle, fucking go for what you know, fucking footwork, dance, your ass off shit, you know?
You see some like crazy shit in your house parties.
Oh yeah.
The college parties we did.
Everywhere. The craziest thing I ever seen all around the world was a dude get butt naked on stage while we was playing, but like towards us. And we had to stop everything. Like, ew!
You were down with that?
Hell no. No! Put your clothes on, get off the stage.
DJ Slate from Newark, New Jersey, down in San Francisco at the Red Bull Music Party. Turn up, turn up.
Started off your music East Coast?
Yeah, East Coast since 2006.
What do you think turns up the most, East Coast or the West?
I mean, the West Coast turn up a lot, but I like the East Coast. I think they're just like a little bit more rowdier than the West Coast. I mean, the West Coast got that, like, they got their gangster music, but the East Coast is dope.
How do you describe your style of music?
It's just like club ready, big bass, chopped up vocals, real sexy, a lot of breaks, just club ready music.
Can you tell us a little bit what you're going to play today?
I'm playing all Jersey club set. I'm repping for Jersey. I'm playing the all Jersey club set tonight.
I'm Big Frida the Queen, these are your best of believer, representing all the way from New Orleans, Louisiana. Bounce is up-tempo, heavy bass, call and response, and it has a lot to do with the ass shaking. Yes, twerk down. This 60-something-year-old woman named Joan. She said, I'm the oldest person out here, and I came to twerk with you, Big Frida. Yes. Well, definitely when, Ass Everywhere come on, I give the audience a chance to engage with us, and they come up and out wants to see nothing but Ass Everywhere. So I definitely incorporate my fans in my show. I love the way you wobble. I love the way you shake. I love the way you mix. I love the way you wobbly.
The last time you were sick, the doctor probably used this to check your heartbeat. But using a stethoscope is not as easy as it may look. It is often a challenge to identify the meaning behind different types of heart sounds. But 3 Cal students got together and created a device that could solve this issue. This is the Echo Core, and it has the power to turn a normal analog stethoscope into a digital stethoscope that does much more than just check heart sounds. The Echo Core is the latest product of Echo Devices, a startup founded by recent Cal grads Connor Landgraf Tyler Crouch, and Jason Bellet.
Echo Devices is a startup medical device company in Berkeley, California. We came out of Berkeley and came out of the Skydeck incubator here, and we build a smartphone connected stethoscope. Build a component that fits onto the analog stethoscope and then sends all the heart sound data to a physician's smartphone or tablet.
Connor's inspiration stemmed from working on his senior thesis at Cal.
My professor brought in half a dozen physicians and had them talk to us about their experiences with medical devices. And one of the things that they said was that we don't feel confident in our ability to use the stethoscope. And that was just kind of completely shocking to me that they didn't feel like this device had much value to them and that it takes so much time to learn and get good at. And so I thought, you know, we have apps like Shazam that can identify music in crowded Starbucks. Why can't we do the same thing for heart sounds? And that was the inspiration.
Within seconds, a regular analog stethoscope can be turned into a more efficient healthcare device with the attachment of the Echo Core.
And you have the Echo Core now attached, and then you take the connector piece, put it on the top, like that.
The Echo Core allows the physician to record a patient's heartbeat, which can then be played back on a smartphone for analysis. This analysis can then be shared with cardiologists, instantly connecting medical practitioners around the world.
We can achieve kind of the triple aim of healthcare, and that is that we can make it less expensive, we can provide better quality of care, and we can provide better coordination of care. With the device, we could have a nurse assistant take a patient's heart sound and record it on their smartphone, and then share it with another, a cardiologist at Stanford or Johns Hopkins, thousands of miles away, all from their smartphone, and all in almost real time.
Connor credits Echo Devices' success to his education and experiences at Cal.
When you're surrounded by people who are driven and energetic and intelligent and really passionate about changing the world in whatever way they can, that's bound to rub off on you. And I think more than classes and textbooks and all of the problem sets that I did, it was the students and the inspiring stories and visions that they had that played such a big role in my life.
From a senior thesis to an established company credited with the potential to revolutionize healthcare diagnostics, Echo Devices is certainly on its way to changing the world of medicine. Reporting for CalTV News, this is Kayla Darvin.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I know, you didn't know the whole time.
I'm so glad Karen set us up. You're so funny.
I'm glad too.
I'm gonna go powder my nose. I'll be right back.
11 minutes later.
Hey, sorry. So, you were telling me about your job. You do sports marketing?
You're gone for like 10 minutes. Were you taking a shit?
Excuse me?
You were gone for a really long time. Like, were you taking a shit, yes or no?
Okay, yes, but I really don't want to
Ugh. My God, you said you were powdering your nose, but you were powdering the toilet with shit. Have you just been like prairie dogging it the whole time we've been talking?
Oh my god, you're acting like such a kid. Everyone poops.
You're right. I'm sorry. It was immature. Let's move on.
Okay, so sports marketing.
Yeah, so we take AAA baseball players and try to develop their brand, make them a little more marketable. I'm sorry. You're touching that morning bun with the same hand that was just on your asshole.
I washed my hands.
Oh, how good? Did you sing the birthday song?
What?
The birthday song. While you washed, did you get your wrist too?
Yeah, I didn't poop on my hand.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm a little grossed out, and it's not right. It's inappropriate. And you don't deserve this. Let's just sports marketing.
Yeah.
So, have you heard of the Fresno Bulldogs?
Yeah, my friend's boyfriend actually plays for them.
He plays for them right now?
Yeah, we actually went to see a game.
Okay, was it Rhea?
Rhea?
Diarrhea, Jennifer. Were you having it?
Oh my god, I've had it. Can you just drive me home now?
No, you can't sit in my car after that. I don't want your asshole on my seats.
Fine. I don't even want the ride home. Jeez, have you ever taken a shit before?
No.
Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to know where the Campanile is?
It's like this big thing. It's like, have you ever played Assassin's Creed? Campanile is there.
I thought they were both down Bancroft.
So like, if is it there or is it down there?
It's 300 feet high, so...
Because my friend told me it's over there.
Okay, you tell them go this way and go uphill.
But he said it's that way and then left. Yeah.
It's a tower?
Yeah, and it's got like a clock on it.
Yes. If you go 50 meters that way.
50 meters that way?
You can look uphill. You can see
Are you
the
sure?
tower. Yeah. So it's up. So up this way. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you very much.
I'm just not sure where to go. Okay, thanks so much.
You don't believe me?
My friend told me it's that way, so yeah.
All right, good luck.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Go with me.
But But I don't want, where are you taking me? Where are you going to take me?
Yeah, we're looking for the Campanile. It's like a big, tall, kind of. I heard that it's somewhere down that way, right? It's down somewhere down on Bancroft. Are you sure? Because we're looking for the Campanile. Maybe it's called Sailor Tower. Yeah, we are.
Oh yes, like right down that way.
Oh, it's that way? Yeah. The Campanile is that way. So is it like up Bancroft or down Bancroft? Do you think?
I don't know.